Yvette Butler, the S&P has had a bit of a bumpy ride so far in 2016, and it really hasn't gone anywhere. So how were you counseling your clients in the first half?
So our advice to customers is pretty consistent year-round. One is control the things that you can control. So always check your asset allocation. Make sure you have a low-cost strategic asset allocation. Make sure you have a financial plan. And most importantly, stick to it. And as we have these moments of volatility, it's a great time to check in with a trusted advisor.
Well, a lot of people say it's going to be a brave new world in the second half because of the Brexit and because of whatever the Federal Reserve may do. So are you sure? You don't think the second half's going to be any different from the first?
Well, you know, the one thing we have to counsel our investors on is volatility is just part of the market. And so there's a couple of things you can talk to your advisor about. Again, check in on your asset allocation. Is it the right one? For some people, it might be a buying opportunity and a great opportunity to actually get in a little bit more. And finally, make sure that you have a plan and an asset allocation that matches that plan. So for example, we recently launched our Capital One Advisors Managed Portfolios, low-cost digital portfolios, most importantly, a strategic portfolio. Make sure you have a low-cost strategic portfolio.
And in those portfolios, will that nudge you or tell you it's time to buy, for example, in January when the market was down 10%, to take advantage of speculation when it's there?
You know, I think the big news for investors is you really can have the best of both worlds. So our portfolios are technology-based, meaning we have an algorithm that helps to keep that portfolio in balance. So there's some things that technology does really great. Helps you stay in balance, monitors your portfolio 24/7, but you can't also underestimate the power of human judgment. So we have an investment committee that helps monitor those algorithms, and you can talk to an advisor in our Advisor Connect arena who can help you make sure you're on track.
And can those computers also help you find some yield? Because in the first half, for example, utilities did very well, REITs did fairly well. Anywhere you can find yield did well because you weren't finding it in bonds. So what about in the second half?
Well, you know, we can't predict. No one has a crystal ball about where REITs are going. So again, we think it's an opportunity. And in our financial foundations and our financial freedom survey, we even found that 3/4 of investors during these times of market volatility, or whether they're looking for yield or whether they're looking for growth, really found that if they sit down with their advisor who has a broad portfolio of solutions, we can find something that best fits your needs.
All right. Are you getting a lot of questions from your clients about the presidential campaign? Because people say that's another thing that could shake up stocks in the second half.
Absolutely. Times like this with Brexit and the presidential campaign is just more volatility. So we do expect, obviously, that volatility to continue through the rest of the year. But see it as an opportunity and use your access to your advisor to avoid the most frequent mistake investors make, and that is overreacting to the volatility and selling when the market is low.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Yvette.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching The Street.